What up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to be continuing on working on my Deluxe RPG game. I want to add in a title screen instead of just a green screen when we start in, and try to work on the key functionality so it can unlock doors, and eventually it will know what door it is supposed to unlock, so I can't just come unlock any door. So for now, let's jump into the code. Um, I went ahead and made my game into a class instead of a function. So just to help it run a little bit better. And when we first start up the screen, it'll go to a title screen instead of starting right to the game. And I want to make it with words instead of just this green screen. So under our game functions, we are going to just make one that is for our title screen, and then we're going to need this screen, and that might be it for the moment. As we go, it might change, but for now, I just want to go title is equal to menu underscore font. That's the font I made up here, and then we render this. Okay, and then we're going to want it to say Deluxe. We're just going to say Deluxe RPG. Adventure RPG. Okay. Excuse me. And now we want the anti-aliasing to be true. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure what that even is, but they just true works. So, and then for this color of the words, let's make it orange for now. And then our background color will be none. I don't want a background color. And then our wrap length, I don't know if we need one or not. So let's just end it at the orange. All right, so let's make a rectangle for this. Title rect is equal to title.get underscore rect. And the top left, just for now, we are going to put this at halfway in the screen, and then actually the third of the way in the screen, or what, and then at the very, and maybe not at the very top, but all right, there we go. And we're just going to put this on the screen. That should be good enough for us to get words on our title screen. Okay, let's see what that looks like. So over here now under the game, where if playing is false, we're wanting gf dot title screen. I think, yeah, that's right. Now it has to be self dot screen. Okay, let's go ahead and see what that looks like. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. I like that black and orange. Let's just make it a little bit bigger. So under here, we're gonna copy this, and we're gonna call this title font, and we're gonna make this 70, and then this will be title font. All right, now let's go ahead and run that and see what that looks like. That looks pretty good. Okay, let's move that over a little bit and then call that good. So we're going to put times 0.3. Oh, it's still running. Try this again. All right, we'll call that good for now. The next thing I want to do is try to put functionality to our collectibles. So the first thing I need to do is make an onload function to unload the picture as soon as it is collected. And then we'll get self. Okay, so this would just be if self dot image is not none. We just need to make self dot image equal to none. And then same with our mask, because we're going to want that collision. And then we're going to if self dot mask is none, self dot mask is equal to pygame dot mask, and we're gonna say from surface, and then we'll just make it from our self dot image. And now we'll just say if self dot mask is not none, we'll just make it none. Okay. Okay, so there is our onload function. And now we'll have to make separate functions for the keys and the locks and everything like that. So we're going to go definition key collected, and then we need self. And we might add lock to that later, just so it knows which lock. But for now, we're just gonna go. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter if it's the key or not, because everything's gonna be it. So we're just gonna call this collected, and self dot collected plus equals 1 if self dot collected is greater or equal 1, because we don't want them collecting a bunch of keys. Self dot collected is 1 is equal to 1. Okay, so now up here on our draw function, let's go ahead and bring that back down to the bottom so it makes sense. Okay, so now we got self-load image and screen.blit. We are going to say we only want this to happen if our self.collected is still zero. And now we go elif, but if our self.collected is 1, we want to self.onload the image. So that way, if once it's 0, it loads the image, it puts it on the screen, and then it will put, if it is collected, All right, so now we need a way for it to be collected. And I think this is where we need to separate it. So we got definition, key, collision. I think we need to separate the different collectibles collisions for sure. So we'll need self and the player. So we know when it is. Okay, so we're going to say got key is equal to our pie game sprite Clyde mask, and we might have to put it in a group, but we'll see. So we're just gonna say if your mask collides with the player's mask, we're gonna do something. So if got underscore key, we are going to say self dot collected, just like that. So under our level now, where we're drawing our key, which I think was room 2, we should just have to go key 1 dot key collision. And then we just need the player, which would be pm dot Josh. Okay, let's see if that is working. Let's go ahead and run our code. So there's our title screen. We hit enter. No errors yet. That's a good sign. So we come up here. It is on the screen. And we get an error. What does it say? Int object is not callable. What did I do? Int object is not callable. Key 1 dot key collision. But it says up here something's wrong with my collected. There it is, collectible. Okay, so what it is because we have it named here, it's calling the wrong one. So we need to capitalize this C like that, and then capitalize this C like that. And now it should run. Okay, no errors, no errors. So we go and get it. And we're still get is because of the mask. So, okay, I'm not sure what is going on with the mask. I don't know if it needs to be in a group. Was this it's not going to be the best collision, but instead of the mask, maybe let's go the rect and try that. Okay, one more try at this. Okay, run up and let's try to get that key. There we go. So it collects or whatever. Now let's go ahead and make it so we can see how many keys we have. Let's just go ahead and use this same menu. We can just simply under here, if menu is open, instead of the text, well, we can actually still use the text. We can just add to it by coming right here and hitting enter. We're going to hit F and put another F string in here. We're going to call this one keys. And then we simply, okay, we need to add another parameter to our show stats. cat. Sorry, the cat wanted out. So we're going to put another parameter in, and that is going to be collectibles. Oh, maybe not collectibles. Keys, but this time we're just going to call it key with a capital K. And we are going to say key dot collected. Okay. What did I do wrong? I accidentally deleted one of our no. What did I do wrong? Hold on. What did I do wrong now? There's that. Okay. That's what I did wrong. There we go. Okay. So under our levels, where do we have showroom? Okay. And now we have to go key one. So that would be LVL dot key one. Okay. So we might need to change this later when we get multiple keys. But anyways, let's run this for now. Okay, so we need to switch it up a little. Back under here. We need to put a few spaces. That looks better. Okay, so now we got all that, and it says keys. So let's go collect our key. Okay, we collected our key, and now it says we have one key. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add in a way to draw the doors and unlock the doors, because currently I'm using the draw walls function for that. So I want to go ahead and make a whole new function for that, and we're just going to call this definition draw doors, and then we're going to go self and then screen, and then if our self.unlocked, which is going to be a variable we're going to make in one moment, is 0, and we want to self.load underscore our walls, and then we want to screen dot blit the image and the rect. Okay, and then if not, we want to unload the walls. And this is just going to help save a little bit and make it run a little bit smoother later on when we got a bunch of stuff. So we're loading the doors, and when it is, and we're also going to want self dot collision in here. So, and then for our player, okay, so we need one more variable up here. We need player. So this is going to have the draw in the door and then unload the door as soon as we collect it. And then we'll need to make our variable. So our self dot, we said unlocked is equal to 0. Okay. Now under here in our room 1, we no longer want to use the walls. We want to add in our draw doors, and that should work. So there's our title screen, and it did not work. Oops, it wasn't supposed to be screen, it was supposed to be self. Autocorrect sometimes. Okay, one more try. And there we go. So now when we go get our key, we should be able to write one more function to collect the key and unlock. So we're eventually going to end up making more keys. But for now, we will, under our levels function, we will need to make two more, we will need to make one for unlocked to change that, and that will just be self.unlocked is going to be plus or equal 1, and then self unlocked is greater than or equal to 1, then self.unlocked is equal to 1. Oops, we forgot to tell if. That's what it's wanting. If self unlocked. Okay, so one more. We need to make door collision. So we got definition door underscore collision. And then we're going to need self, the player, and then the key. So our hit door is going to be pygame.sprite.collide rectangle, and then it is just going to take self and then the player. And now if hit door and whoops, so if hit door and key dot collect collected is equal to 1, then we want to go self.unlocked. Oh, we almost did it again. We need to make the function call an uppercase U because we don't want to run into that issue again. Unlocked. All right. So there we go. And now up here on our doors, we also want to go door self.door collision. And then we need the player. And then we need a key. So we'll add one more to the draw door function for key. Okay, and now one last thing. Come back under here for. Oh, do we want to? I don't know if we want to put it in the door. Well, too late. We already did. So if this does not work, yeah, no. So this would just be key button key 1. Okay, let's go ahead and try this. Okay, so we still have collision. Now let's go collect our key. So we got our key. And there we go. It unlocked our door, but it did not remove the collision. So under our door collision, collected, no, our door, because there's a group down here, right? I made a group, I think. Yeah, hit walls group. So as soon as we want this, and it is on load door, and we also want to go hit walls dot remove self. All right, let's test this. Okay, so there we go. But I think we need to have it also subtract the key. But we'll do that on another video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.